Good morning. How is everyone doing? Well, it's morning for us at least.
Good morning to me. The sun will be bright and shining. The birds will be chirping.
Well, I mean, there's probably some birds chirping out there somewhere. Yeah. As you see, we're going down the road. I'm not sure if you can catch a sign right there, but welcome to Rome, Georgia, Floyd County. That's right. We are starting our journey this morning in Floyd County. It is about 3:51 a.m. and we're headed down the road here. We're probably about 15 minutes away from our destination of the city of Rome. Just going to make a quick stop through there. Right now we're heading north. Not sure what our next stop will be on the way. And I know this intro is a little bit different than the others, so you're not seeing our wonderful faces right now.
Yeah.
But it's dark.
It's a real shame you're not looking at my handsomeness.
Oh, listen at him. Listen at him.
But you're also catching an unlucky break. You're not looking at his ugliness.
Hey now, come on. Come on. So yeah, it is, it's almost 4 a.m. here on the Eastern time zone as we are traveling on 27 North, moving into Rome, and I see lights off in the distance as we are moving into the city of Rome.
Yay, we're in the city.
So, yeah, this is going to be our first stop. Just going to get some pictures around. Today's video, we're going to be talking about ways that you can go out and have a good time, do some sightseeing, without having to spend any money on tickets to get anywhere. Now, of course, you gotta have gas to get to where you're going, and possibly something to eat or snack on or something like that, which is fine and good. And it still falls within road tripping on a budget. So we're moving into Rome. We'll be back. We're going to get our areas set up here, figure out which route we're going, which direction we're going, and we're going to go from there. I think we're going to stop here at this store right quick and go over the map, see what we're looking at, see what we're looking at doing, which direction we're looking at going, and go from there. Oh, yeah, we will be right back. Cody says, when in Rome.
When in Rome, you see weird flower statue things.
All right, so we are kind of cruising through the downtown area of Rome here.
Oh, that comic.
We're on, I think we're on Broad Street right now. Yeah, Broad Street. So just kind of enjoying the town here. Yes. It actually went up towards the clock tower, the old clock tower, and was hoping to kind of get like a nighttime, early morning shot of that, but they're doing construction on it right now, so wasn't able to get a good shot of it. But we're just kind of out riding, and that's what this video is going to be about, checking out some of the towns around Georgia, nice places to go see and visit and, see the sights, enjoy the sights. And, looking at the old buildings and everything. So it's a really nice area. And it definitely falls into our road tripping on a budget. And a lot of times that's what it's about. It's not just about, going out and, going to places such as museums, which we're going to do. We got some more museums that we're going to be looking at and going to. But it's also about, going out, having some fun, riding around, seeing the sights, enjoying the sights, and things like that. So we are here Like I said, right now we're on Broad Street here in Rome, Georgia. We're about to, I think we're going to turn here on 2nd Avenue. Sorry, the windshield's trying to fall over a little bit. Of course, that's what happens when I ride with, Cody and he's talking the whole way down the road.
Party hard hard.
But I think we're going to take 2nd Avenue here.
And I was about to say, viewers, yes, and I'm reading comic books at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was about to say 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he's sitting over here instead of navigating, he's reading comic books. So, yeah.
Specifically X-23. X-23.
So, we're going to talk about, at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. We're going to talk about, look at this right here. All lit up.
Okay, that actually looks pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie, that actually looks cool.
It's that truss bridge right there. Look at that. Oh, very nice. All lit up. That looks good. And see, a lot of times going out early like this, you get to go out and see some different things, different areas of the towns and the cities. And I'll be honest with you, we're just riding. I mean, we're not going any particular place right at the moment. We are going to head back down towards the Cedartown area when we leave here, so we're going to talk about it. But as I was about to say before I saw that truss bridge all lit up, let's stay tuned to the end of this video because we're going to talk about our top 3 favorite locations to visit in the Georgia, Alabama, or Tennessee areas. So stick around at the end of the video for that because we're going to talk about those top 3 locations. And then once we talk about those top 3 locations, at the very end of the video, we're going to give our top location, our most favorite location of those top 3 locations. So stick around. We'll be back. Okay, so we are leaving Rome. We're leaving Rome and just had to stop and grab a shot of this right here. Yeah, it's nice. We got some nighttime pictures of it. Hopefully they took up pretty good. But yeah, we're going to get back on the road to our next stop. Here we go. All right, good morning. I guess we can make this part of our official intro video. Who knows? But anyway, hope you guys are doing great. It's now about 5 minutes till 5 a.m. On a Wednesday morning for us. We're just out doing some cruising today, part of our road tripping on a budget, showing what you can do on a budget. You can go out and do sightseeing.
I'm taking a nap.
Yeah. We pulled off to the side here because we got to figure out our next stop, where we're going. And that's it. This is an unplanned, uncharted pathway this morning. We do have we do have something we're doing this morning. We're not even going to talk about that because it's separate from what the uncharted pathway is, but we do have something we're doing this morning, and while we are on our way to do that, we are doing a little bit of road tripping out and doing some sightseeing. So we started off our trip after we got up here. We started off our trip in Rome, Georgia, Floyd County, where we went up there, did a little bit of sightseeing, rode through the town, got a couple of those. Of course, you see the pictures that we posted right before we got here to this part of the video and the little video clips that we did up in that area right there. But Rome, Georgia is a pretty well populated business area there. They have Berry College. Of course, the hospital up there. Berry College, I believe, has, let me see your phone. I'm going to Google something right quick. Berry College, I believe, has, if I'm not mistaken, ooh, look at the light on me. I'm shining the light. I'm so bright. And don't even. Oh, look, that's just
So
scary.
bright.
That is just scary.
I'm so bright that I'm glowing.
That is just scary. That's not even brilliance bright. That's scary bright. Now, when you put it on me, on the other hand, that's a different story.
Hi.
But like I was saying,
When you have to use these just to read a comic book, that's bad.
well,
Why do comic books put things so small? I swear comic book text is tiny. At least for me. I need glasses. I'm getting old like him.
but anyway, I wanted to Google to make sure I gave this information right.
He's
We'll put this.
ignoring me.
I am ignoring that. But yeah, Berry College in Rome, Georgia, has the Oak Hill and the Martha Berry Museum, located on the historic Oak Hill. I'm just going to read you what I'm pulling up here on Google. They have the Oak Hill and Martha Berry Museum located on the historic Oak Hill estate, which was Martha Berry's family home. According to their website, the museum includes a preserved Greek Revival mansion, historic gardens, and exhibits about Martha Berry's life and the history of Berry College. So definitely something to put on the list. I actually, a cousin had told me about this, that, maybe something that we should put on our list of places to go, places to see. And today's not the day. We're doing some other things today. We're just out sightseeing right now. But, and that's part of the whole uncharted pathways, the whole road tripping on a budget. Sometimes it's not just going to museums, although that's going to be on our list of places to go. It's not, to go into a lot of places. It's not spending tickets for things. Sometimes it's just going out and enjoying the scenery, enjoying the sights, riding through the old towns and seeing a lot of the old buildings, maybe even looking up the history of it. In fact, our next stop, we'll talk about that when we get there. We're going to look around and in fact, part of, my family is, our family, but, my dad's side of the family, the Bates side of the family is from up around this area. So we're going to, kind of reminisce and look at some of the older sites, older areas as we're up here.
I don't know who's reminiscing because I'm not old.
I told you, once you hit 21.
I am not that.
Anything 21 or over is considered an antique. So
I'm only 22.
Exactly. So you're over 21. That makes you an antique. All right, guys, we're going to get back to what we're doing here. And we're going to have a little bit of fun and go out and do some sightseeing. In the meantime, stick around because at the end of this video, like I said earlier, at the very end of this video, we're going to talk about our top 3 favorite budget-friendly locations to see. And then we will break that down to our top location that we love to see. So stick around to the very end of this video.
I'm only 22.
That makes you an antique. I can't help it.
I'm young and good looking.
You're young at heart. I'm young at heart.
I'm young and good looking.
All right, guys, back to the area. When we get to our next stop, we'll be back to talk a little bit more about it and we may be able to get some demographics up on this next location and everything because, Rome, like I said, Rome, you have Berry College, you got the hospital, you got a lot of business going on up there. You got you got Riverside, the Riverside area there, and we got alarms going off. We got alarms going off like everything. But anyway, we'll be back. We're going to get to our next stop. And yeah, we'll talk about that area when we get there. Here we go. All right, so we are into our next stop here. It's going to show us some of the town area here, but this is another great spot right here. And I'll throw a couple of pictures up on the screen as well. But this is the Cedartown Coca-Cola Museum, or Cedartown Museum of Coca-Cola Memorabilia. Is a great place to visit. Unfortunately, they are closed today. So we're going to make another trip up here, but yeah. So we're just kind of riding around here in town. There's a couple of other places that we're going to check out as well, here in the Cedartown area. We're kind of waiting for the sun to come up a little bit because we do have, one more place to go, but, still, all of the old buildings here in town, gives for a nice little place to ride and sightsee. So, all right, let's go do some more moving around. All right. So we are leaving from where we had planned to be and got that taken care of.
Interrupted my video.
We got that taken care of and everything. So we are now leaving from here and heading back out. But we are going to go down. We showed you where the Cedartown Museum of Coca-Cola Memorabilia was at. And of course, we've already looked at some areas around we've already been through the Rome area. We're going to go down here to a place called, the Diamond Track, area is part of the railroad here. And it's a big tourist spot. So we're going to go check that out. And I'm going to put a list of some other things in the description around this area that there is to see and do.
True.
And hopefully we'll be coming back to the Coca-Cola Memorabilia Museum. Got tongue-tied on that one. Hopefully we'll be coming back to that one another day. They're closed today, so didn't get to go check that out. There's also a couple of other spots up here in the area that we want to check out as well. Okay, this is the Cedartown Diamond Railroad that I was referring to in that little video clip there. According to Google, it is a tourist attraction and everything. So we did go there to where it was located. However, yeah, it was inaccessible. The roads are completely removed accessing it, and it is no longer a tourist attraction. So yeah, this is a Google fail on that part. But yeah, there are other places such as the Polk County Historical Society. We're going to look into that one. And of course, the Cedartown Museum of Coca-Cola that we talked about, we're going to go back to. All right. So yeah, we did go towards where the diamond was supposed to be there for the railroad track, listed on Google as a tourist attraction. And yeah, we found it, but it was inaccessible because the roads accessing it has now been closed off. You can no longer get through there to access it. So we made our way down the road. We're making our way to our next stop. We're actually headed back to Tallapoosa, if you watched our last video. And if you didn't, shame on you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to, let's see. Yep. That person right there. Shame on you for not watching that video all the way through and liking it and commenting and sharing. Oh, wait a minute. And that person right there, you did not hit that subscribe button. Go hit it. That's right. Hit that subscribe button. Anyway, we are...
Just hit like, subscribe, and share so you'll stop being so cringe.
All right. So we are, like I said, this is a road trip on a budget video. And we are just out doing some sightseeing and everything. We had to take care of some business up in Polk County today.
Okay, so leaving Polk County, we're now over into Haralson County. Here's a great look at the new Haralson County Courthouse. Well, not exactly new, but this is where they moved it to. So here's some great pictures of it and some statues out in front of the building. So we caught this on the way in, thought I'd pull over, grab some shots of all of this. And then we move on over to the old Haralson County Courthouse here, which is now the library. And this is a beautiful building. There's a shot of the clock tower there. This is a beautiful building here. Get a nice little wide shot coming up right here. I absolutely love this. The water fountain there in front. Very beautiful spot to check out. Haralson County's got some wonderful things here. So let's take a listen to what went on.
Take a look at that beautiful building right here. And then let's see if that's catching on the camera here, the little fountain over there. All right, got some beautiful pictures of that building. That's the old Haralson County Courthouse that now serves as and if you'll notice on one of the pictures that I took a little while ago that was shared just before this was of the current Haralson County Courthouse. But this one here, listen to him over there rattling bags. I'm going to have to try to get this, I'll try to clear out all of that background noise. But this is the old Haralson County Courthouse here in historic Buck County, Georgia. Buck County was founded in
Buck County,
Georgia was founded in 1857. So it's
he said it.
It is a beautiful location. Nice old buildings here, some beautiful buildings here, and this building here. I mean, take a look at this right here. That is one gorgeous building. So, but anyway, we are going to head down the road. We're making our way. He doesn't like buildings.
It's just old.
We're going to make our way down towards, we're going to make our way down towards, Tallapoosa. And, I got a couple spots there we want to get some pictures of and maybe, get a little bit of video clip from that area as well. And we're going to talk more when we get back. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Give me future buildings in a day. For the boys. For the boys. For the boys! Future buildings!
No comments.
For the boys.
No comments.
For the boys!
All right, folks. Here we go. Let's
For the boys!
Yeah, I decided not to use Google and just to start driving and going down this road and that road. And we are somewhere on the backside of Tallapoosa, Buck Cannon area. Somewhere. I honestly don't have a clue where we're at.
Nobody ever listens to me. I said go right. Right.
Actually, he said go right. I went right, and it was the wrong way.
I said go right because I'm always right.
And he was wrong.
Well, it was heading back towards the highway.
Actually, it was going back towards where we came from.
Yeah, which leads to the highway.
So anyway, we are
Oh, I was right, and I was right.
Yeah. Right. About one right, and it was wrong. So anyway, we decided after we left from the old courthouse.
He's just jealous and old.
After we left the old courthouse, and everything, actually, I think I got an idea about where we're about to. I actually think we're coming up into Mount Zion. So this, I was actually headed to Tallapoosa, and I was trying to take some of the back roads, just to kind of get some scenery ideas if there's anything of interest to see. So this route's taking us into, Mount Zion. Is what I'm getting the feeling of. I'm recognizing some of these areas, and I honestly think that's what we're headed. We're headed into Mount Zion, which is another nice little community. We might can get some pictures in that area and nice little scenic shots coming through. So we're going to get our bearings here and figure out exactly where we are at and determine whether or not we need to turn around or if we can keep going. But that's what makes road tripping fun and exciting is when you get out.
Until we get lost, and then we run out of gas, and then we get stuck in the middle.
Well, we got plenty of gas. That's a good thing.
Yeah, until we run out of gas.
We got plenty of gas. And
I'm always taking on the bright side.
no, he is, he's a pessimist. He's pessimist.
I'm not a pessimist. You're a pessimist.
He's a pessimist. I'm an optimist. I'm optimist prime.
You're optimistic.
I figured I'd say it before you did.
You're optimistically something. Not
Optimistic.
Not so much optimistic.
So, but it's fun. You get out, you do these road trips.
More optimistic than him.
You get out, you do these road trips, and sometimes it's fun to go old school. No Google, back in the day, we didn't have Google. We depended on road maps. Paper road maps.
We've been out so long that I literally nearly finished a comic book. This is my X-Men comic book, X-23.
But anyway, you get out and you take these runs. Back in the day, we didn't have Google. We had to depend on road maps, or we had to depend on driving until you reach civilization, or stopping at a store somewhere and saying, "Hey, we need directions." But a lot of times it's just going out. You get on these roads, you ride.
Don't say civilization, because if you say that and we end up getting further lost, then we end up without civilization, then we have to ride and ride and ride until we find civilization.
Well, I will tell you this. We just entered into Alabama. So, no, we weren't going towards Mount Zion.
Well, at least we're heading towards Alabama.
We just crossed the Alabama line.
We could go visit my cousin if you want.
I love seeing nature scenery like this. I'm going to grab a shot of this. So I was going to flip the camera around, but we got a still shot. I love seeing scenery, the big, and I know a lot of people are like, seriously, a dead tree? But actually, it gives you some good scenery and everything. It'll be out in nature, things like that. But we are, we literally just crossed the Alabama line. We're over here in Claiborne County, Alabama. So if any of our viewers are in Claiborne County, hey, how are you doing? I could not tell you. I saw the road sign back there, the county road sign. I could not tell you where we're at. I think this is County Road 47. I believe I saw that sign back there.
I think I saw that.
I think this is County Road 47. So we're gonna get our bearings together. Maybe it's time to call on Google. I'm not sure yet. We shall see.
We're in Alabama now, so it won't work this time.
I don't know. I call on Google in Alabama, and it's liable to send us over to Tennessee or on over to Mississippi. But we're gonna.
It would liable to be sending us to Pennsylvania.
But I'll tell you where we're about to be. We're coming up to County Road 80. County Road 80 right here in Claiborne County. So we're going to get our bearings together here. We're going to get an idea as to where we are at. And we're going to go from there. Who knows? We may make our way on through Alabama and circle around and check out some areas, or we may make it back into Georgia. But, let's go see where we end up. We could end up way out in the sticks, way out into deep country, backwoods country of Alabama, or backwoods country of Haralson County, Polk County, Floyd County, who knows? But that's that's what makes road tripping fun. And it's just getting out when you're going out your sightseeing. You get out and you go out your sightseeing, and everything, and you make yourself easy. And you go out there and you just go. You know, sometimes you just gotta, as the old saying goes, you just gotta let it go.
No.
Get out there and, you know, just ride. Just ride. Go where the tires take you. Go where the vehicle takes you and have fun with it. So, but let's get our bearings together, figure out where we're at. We'll be back. All right, our fellow adventurers. If anyone lives in the Claiborne County area, give us an idea if you'd recognize this road as to where we are at, because Google cannot pinpoint our location. Google cannot pinpoint our location. How do you like that? County Road 69 is where we are approaching here, Claiborne County. So we are going to turn around right here and make our way back the direction that we came and go from there. So let's see which way we can go. I got to go down this way fast to turn around. But if you recognize this area and you live out in this area, hit us up in the comments and say, hey, you were nearby us. This is your exact location, because Google doesn't have any idea. You know, that's nothing unusual for us. You know, when we're in Alabama, Google can't figure out where we're at. That's interesting.
Google and stuff.
AI is supposed to be artificial intelligence. Yeah, and you get into Alabama area, and all of a sudden, they don't have a clue. So, all right, coming up to County Road 969, and wow, that is one of those little narrow dirt roads I'm about to take. We're going to get turned around here. I got a guy behind me, so this is a narrow road. I'm going to pay attention to what we're doing here. Get turned around, get us back on track from where we were originally headed. Maybe once we get back to our original location, Google could pick us up and get us going the right way. Otherwise, we might just be riding and riding and riding and riding and riding and riding.
He's driving me insane.
All right, guys, here we go. Let's go have an adventure. Well, I've been told a few times, if you just get lost, just keep making a left until you get your way back out. That's kind of what we did. We got over there on those bad roads because Google could not tell us where we were at. We pulled up Google, and it literally said it could not pinpoint our location. So we just rode till we ended up back out on the main highway. So we literally just crossed back into Georgia. We're back on to US 78. Let's cross back into Georgia. We are in Tallapoosa again. And that was our destination to begin with. So we're going to check out something here that we didn't check out the other day. I want to add that into the video. And then we're going to make our way back out and do that final ending of the video where we talk about our top 3 locations and then round that down to our top favorite location of areas that we have been so far. So let's go find this place, because I want to show you this one, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, maybe. I'll try not to turn any wrong turns this time. Maybe. My co-pilot is like, forget it, I'm going to go to sleep.
I'm over here napping.
Napping. He's been complaining. He's complaining about my drive. I told him, I said, I'm a man. I don't ask directions. I just go until I find my way out. Ain't that the way else men do it? Yeah. Come on, men. Stick together. back me up on this one. All right, guys, we'll be back.
All right, our final stop for today brings us to the League Low Memorial Park here in Tallapoosa, Georgia. So we got some pictures we're going to get right here. We'll post them in with this. We'll show them momentarily. There's Old Glory flying in the breeze. So I'm going to walk up here, get a couple of pictures, and we'll come back to the gazebo right here probably, since it's nice and cool right here. Probably come back to the gazebo right here and do our closing video. So stay tuned to the end because we're going to talk about our top 3 locations and narrow that down to our top favorite location that we have been so far. So I'll get over here. Look at this old. See if I can straighten this flag up a little bit here. There we go. All right, much better. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, look at this right here. This is the first time we've been here. This is a piece of debris that was retrieved from ground zero. This artifact, I know you probably can't read it here, so I'll read it off to you. This artifact was secured by the city of Tallapoosa from the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, hangar number 17, John F. Kennedy International Airport, 2010. Artifact number G-0076 was recovered from the cleanup at ground zero. The total number of deaths from the September 11, 2001 attacks was 3,030 souls. And, you know, I remember that day. I remember that day very well. I was actually, Cody, on my way to Columbus, Georgia. I was working, driving a truck. I was on my way to Columbus, Georgia the morning of the attacks, and I was at one of my stops, one of my clients, and we watched the first plane. No, I take that back. The first plane had just hit. We watched the second plane as it hit. Take a look at this right here. This is a memorial to the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers. Yeah, that was definitely a sad day for America. Probably one of the worst attacks. Let me grab this camera in here, flip it around. I'll switch hands here. It's probably one of the worst attacks since Pearl Harbor in World War II. So I'm trying to get some pictures. And of course, I'm reposting the pictures here. I wanted to hop on and, you know, tell about that. But this is the Medal of Honor Park here in Tallapoosa. So definitely worth the visit. We're going to get a couple more pictures and we're going to go over to the gazebo where it's kind of cool and talk a little bit more. But yeah, that one there, as soon as I saw that, I said, well, I got to grab another video clip here and talk a little bit about that. So, very, very sombering moment there.
right, so this wraps up our video for today, and now for the promised part of this video, and that is our top 3 favorite locations. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know if I can narrow it down to a top 3 because there have been some amazing locations that we've been to, and so many more that we're going to go to. But I would have to say, and Cody, you can jump in on this. So we have been. Of course, we've been up to Tennessee.
The museum with the 2 different types of museums. The one with the dinosaurs and stuff.
Definitely the Anniston Museum. Yes. That was the Anniston Natural History Museum. Yeah. So, yeah, that would definitely be part of the list. I'm going to add in Rock City.
Of course.
Now, I will say this. Rock City might not necessarily be what some would refer to as budget friendly. That was a special trip that we did. But if you play your cards right and you plan ahead, it could definitely fall under budget friendly. But, I'll say Rock City, as far as Tennessee goes, we'll narrow that down. So we're going to throw in Rock City. We might actually end up with 4 instead of 3. We'll throw in Rock City, but I'm thinking, he's not going to let me try.
The Rocket Center.
Oh, yes, definitely the Rocket Center. Oh, I am in total agreement with him on that one. So that gives us number 3. So, we've got the Anniston Natural History Museum and the Furman Museum there together. So they kind of go together because they're right there beside each other. So it's 2 museums in one. And we're going to throw Rock City in there. And then the
Rocket.
Yep, the U.S. Rocket, Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. So, I don't know. That gives us 3 main locations. So we want to go with those for the top 3?
Yes.
I think those would make our top 3 favorite locations. Now, I'm going to throw in one more just simply because it was so enjoyable and the staff was so friendly. I'm going to throw in a bonus one, and that's going to be the West Georgia Museum right here in Tallapoosa. Literally, it is behind us over here, just right down the road where we're at right now. I'm going to throw them in as a bonus location. Yeah. But now the hard part, and that's to narrow it down to our top favorite location of these locations.
Easy.
Space Center. I agree. The U.S. Sorry, I got a big truck coming down behind us. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm going to say...
That's no competition. I like rockets.
I'm going to say that definitely took number 1 on our list of places we've been so far.
I like rockets, so...
Oh, yeah. Now, as far as our little road trip today... and
I'm being biased.
And getting lost in Alabama... we got to do something about Google. And honestly, guys, I wished I'd had a video going. Google, when I went on Google to find out our location, where we were at, to try to get our bearings together and everything, Google could not pinpoint our location. In fact, we, knowing good and well we were in Alabama, signs all over the place letting us know we were in Alabama, were they not?
Mm-hmm.
Signs all over the place in Alabama. Google still had us in Georgia.
Even AI, like Gemini, didn't know where we were at.
So that proves that AI is not as smart as it needs to be. But as far as our trip today, I'm going to say that where we're at right now. Yeah. I'm going to say where we're at right now. I wasn't expecting what we just found here. I am very impressed with this little spot. This is definitely a nice little spot. And it's, we're right here in the gazebo. It's cool. And
it's not as cool as me.
I'm not even making any comments on that. Not making any comments at all. Not at all.
I'm cool.
So, but yeah, this
cool,
is
cool, handsome, brilliant.
You're not cool, hand Luke.
What?
My generation would probably know what I'm talking about here. That's probably outside of your generation.
I think he might be hitting the stuff.
Comment below if you've ever watched that show. Cool Hand Luke.
Yeah, okay, in my head.
Why? Comment below if you've ever watched that. All right, guys, we're going to end it right here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications. Leave a comment below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up to like and share this video and our channel. And yeah, we'll be back with more later. We do have some places we're going to go, including that Coca-Cola Memorabilia Museum in Cedartown. We're going to check that out. And there's a couple more places up in that area we're going to check out as well. And we're going to be heading back to Alabama in the near future to go over towards Tuscaloosa because there is a place over there that we want to go check out as well. And more in Alabama, we're going to go up towards some waterfalls in the very near future as well. So a lot of events coming up. I can't tell you which direction we're going to go first. I can't tell you where we're going to end up first. All I can say is hit that subscribe button so you'll know.
Ring that bell.
That's right. You got to turn on those notifications so you'll know when we upload. And you'll just have to be surprised as to what our next place is, our next adventure is. Until then,
be sure to smash that like button.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Until then, guys, great big thumbs up for this video. Yeah, let's be adventurous. Let's go have some fun. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Peace.